Thank you very much. The Biden border disaster is now so egregious that the far-left mayors of New York, Chicago, and even the liberal governors of New York, Massachusetts are slamming Crooked Joe, the most corrupt president in our history, the most incompetent president in our history, for swamping their cities and towns with thousands of unwanted migrants, bringing crime, disease, and colossal burdens on our schools, hospitals, and public resources. You see in New York where kids who don't speak, it's not their fault, kids who don't speak a word of English are being put into classrooms. They're sitting there, they're saying, what am I doing? What am I doing here? They don't do anything about it. There's nothing they can do about it. The mayor of New York said the migrant crisis will destroy New York City, and he was excoriated for saying that. But even worse, Biden's deadly border betrayals are destroying innocent lives. Just days ago, an illegal alien criminal who was previously caught and released into the interior by Crooked Joe was arrested for brutally murdering a 28-year-old young man. Fabulous future ahead of this young man, stabbing him many, many times. In Erie County, New York, another illegal alien who was among hundreds and hundreds of migrants who were flowing in, bused from New York City to upstate rural communities by the mayor. Communities like this were charged with raping a woman in a hotel room in front of her 3-year-old toddler and beating her up very badly. Another illegal alien bust to the same area attacked an aid worker tasked with helping the migrants. This was a person who was helping the migrants out of whatever feeling she may have had, and then he violently raped her again and again. Many people have been badly hurt and even killed by the illegal migrants invading our country. If you want, does anyone ever hear the snake? Do you know the snake? Should I do it or not? You tell me. We have time, right? I brought it. Should I do it? All right. It's a metaphor. It's so accurate, but it's not a snake. It's people that we're allowing into our country. Many criminals, people from jails, from mental institutions, terrorists. This is what, and this is where I think it's quite accurate. On her way to work one morning, down the path along the lake, a tender-hearted woman saw a poor, half-frozen snake. His pretty-colored skin had been all frosted with the dew. "Poor thing," she cried, "I'll take you in, and I'll take care of you. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She wrapped him up all cozy in a comforter of silk and laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and soon as she arrived, she found the pretty snake she'd taken in had been revived. "Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. She clutched him to her bosom. "You're so beautiful," she cried. "But if I hadn't brought you in by now, you truly would have died." She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed and held him tight. But instead of saying, "Thank you, ma'am," the snake gave her a vicious bite. "Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman," sighed the vicious snake. "I saved you," cried the woman, "and you've bitten me, but why? You know your bite is poisonous, and now I'm going to die." "Shut up, silly woman," said the reptile with a grin. "You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in." That's what's happening. That's what's happening to our country. That's what's happening to our country. We're taking people in from prisons. We're taking people in from insane asylums. Please don't use that word, sir. That's Silence of the Lambs stuff, right? We're taking mental institutions. We're bringing in terrorists. That's what's happening. That's so accurate. It's so accurate. And it's happening now, but it's going to happen more so and more so. But we'll stop it for the most part. Look, 15 million people, that's a lot. But we'll stop it one way or the other. We're going to stop it. What they're doing to our country is they're destroying it. It's the blood of our country. What they're doing is destroying our country. Not one more innocent life should be wrecked by Joe Biden's open border agenda. It's what it is. It's a horrible open border, a sick agenda. It's a sick person's agenda. In my first term, I did more to secure our border than any president by far in history. Here is what I'll do in our second term, because it's us together. It's the greatest movement.